Once upon a time, the art of the movies was to suspend belief. Today, the art is to create belief. One of the greatest challenges in the modern cinema was to make you believe that a man could fly. They succeeded in a film called Superman.
Superman was one of those interesting times when a movie about a cultural icon became a cultural icon.
It works. I've watched it when it's on, when nobody's around, so I don't look too vain. And it works. It still works, and I think it'll work forever.
The film captured what we want Superman to look like and to be like. And there may be in future generations other films, but I doubt if they'll ever get it quite as right.
It was done right. An audience goes away with such a reservoir of goodwill for the character and affection for the character that they come back again, as indeed they did.
The subtleties of this film, and such a broad, such a recognizable character that Clark Kent and Superman, and between Richard and Chris Reeve, they accomplished what I really regard as a miracle.
If it hadn't been Christopher Reeve playing that movie, playing that role, bringing him to life, I truly believe we would never have had the success we had. Because I don't think there was an actor out there that I knew then, or I know now, that could have done what he did to bring that character to life.
The appeal of flight, I mean, Batman's got a cool car, but flight is what really captures people's imagination. I mean, to take 2 or 3 running steps and soar into the air. I mean, that's everybody's dream.
When you're talking about Superman, it's a whole different kind of a deal, you know. It makes you want to be a kid again, you know. It's kind of like an ageless deal, you know what I mean? And when you stop and think that we did that picture almost 30 years ago, that's a hell of a longevity.
We had a certain reputation when I was with my father. I think the reputation is very different now. And, you know, the timing, the passion for the project, and being honest with the project, all that was very important. If you don't have the passion and you're not doing it by pure love, I think it's very hard to make a good movie.
It was a time in our history when it was important, because that was right after Watergate, right after the Vietnam War. It was all the elements that came together in a period of time where we weren't so innocent, but they wanted to bring innocence back to cinema. And I think that's why it worked.
My beloved little grandson, Charlie, sat down, and he's 4, and watched Superman for the first time, and he was dumbstruck. It's that thing of a 4-year-old boy's eyes being awakened to concepts of good and evil and of doing good and a hero who can fly. And it will remain important to him for the rest of his life.
It is now part of sort of American culture, I mean, film culture, and it will be remembered so fondly. Donner just captured that mood, the right atmosphere and tone, and he made everybody want to believe in this. Not just making a movie, we're believing in Superman.
As far as how it affected me and my career and looking back on it, it propelled me and my future opportunities very well. It made me some wonderful friends, Christopher in particular, and Margot. I was offered every comic book in sight after it, and I felt I couldn't do another one ever because that was it, I did it. I think I probably felt I couldn't do it as well. And it was a stepping stone, a moment in my life that had many, many consequences.
I just took this thing like it was a Bible, because I felt really, in a way, the torch had been passed from previous generations of actors and readers, you know, who had loved Superman. So I felt that during the 70s and 80s, I was the temporary custodian of a part that is an essential piece of American mythology.
Now you can appreciate what it was like making a complex, challenging film like Superman. On behalf of all who made it, thank you for watching.